How's it going, everybody? Back with another video here, covering another module. So let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be going over the achievements. Yep. We're doing the achievements. I think I'm actually on the wrong. Yeah, I am. Sorry about that, dude. I need to get back into these tutorials. I haven't touched these in a minute. Sorry. Okay, we're doing achievements. Okay. All right, we're gonna enable that module. We'll do the same thing that we've always done. We'll go back. This one will be a public feed, so we'll do achievements. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Achievements. There we go. Spelled it wrong again, but I mean that's just how it works sometimes. Save changes. Go to integrations. Create the webhook. Name it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it Vigil. Save the changes. Copy the webhook URL. Jump back over. Paste it in, and you're done with that part. You can make it whatever you want here. I'd always leave it rich. This is purely cosmetic stuff. Name it whatever you want. Very customizable bot. Um, so this is just the when somebody reaches the parameters or criteria for the achievement that you want to give this person. Um, these are the lines and the sentence or the message that is going to be displayed when this person unlocks this achievement. So again, very customizable. You can call it whatever you want. Um, get creative, or you can just leave it how it is. It doesn't really matter. um, I would leave this on. It's just cool for people to look at. Why not? I mean, you kill somebody with an ice axe, and they get pinged. You know what I mean? It's cool. But here you go. So these are all really just roles. Um, and you can customize the criteria. You can customize what they are rewarded with. I'm gonna enable everything, but I'm not gonna do absolutely everything here because it's gonna be a lot of the same things. So we'll start with, for example, Ice Man. I think one player to be killed with an ice axe is too low to be called something that cool. So I'm actually gonna call it. I'm gonna make it like five, and they're gonna get $10,000 for that, depending on how your economy's set up. 10K is kind of a lot for how I would set my economy up. Um, yeah, and then Home Sweet Home, that's fine. I'd leave that at like I'd do that like 2,500 for building their first base. Um, kill a player with a map, that's cool. That's actually pretty funny. We'll do five of those, the tourists, and we'll make that another $10,000 reward. And it's the same thing, so on and so forth. Now, there's some things that are different here. So, five players within 10 minutes, if you want to call them the Punisher. I like to make things overly difficult. Again, if you've seen my bunkers, if you've seen my builds, or if you've been on my server, you just know that I don't like easy things. So, we're going to say 10 players in 10 minutes. And that's going to be a $25,000 reward, right? And that's what I mean. Like, serial killer is probably going to be like 100 players. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just make things a little bit harder because people are going to be unlocking these achievements very quick. I mean, 10 headshots and 100 kills. Dude, I can drop that in probably like 2 weeks of playing on a server. I'm not trying to sound like douchebaggy or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's too easy. Make it a little bit more difficult if you're like that, if you're like me. And then most of these are all the same thing. Required count, and then the survivor 4 hours without dying. I'm gonna say 15 hours without dying, and you get $15,000. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's a veteran. So veteran, I would say 40. No, veteran, dude. Honestly, like I have people on a server that is only 2 months old that have about 700 hours on the server. Is that right? No, hold on. No, I think it's about 700 hours. So if they're a veteran, they need to have at least 500 hours on the server alone. And that's going to be a reward of $500,000. It's 5 million. But yeah, $500,000. And so on and so forth. It's very customizable. Do it however you want. I like to make things harder. So, like I said, try to keep it a little bit more difficult unless you're like especially if you're a PvE server, dude. Please make this stuff difficult because people are playing the server to like for progression, not like survival and raiding, like how most PV, PVE, RP, whatever they are, servers. So, yeah, that's about it, man. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.